Hi there. I have been working at Ajax Systems for 7 years, and I am very glad to meet you because it is my team that processes your requests for new features. And today, I want to tell you more about this behind-the-scenes work. We always evaluate new features thoroughly before implementing them. How many users need this function? Will the new feature undermine the experience users are accustomed to? Could it weaken security? How do we integrate the new feature into our existing systems? And many more similar questions. We analyze partner needs and end-user requests. Our managers clearly understand what innovations customers and partners expect in their regions. And 24/7 support allows us to get feedback straight from the end user. We appreciate market feedback. We ask you to tell us your impressions of the Ajax security system on international platforms. We process every request. Your reviews drive our innovations. Thanks to you, we have already introduced two-factor authentication, Pro desktop app for the security business, video surveillance integration, a wired product line, but the implementation of some requests takes more time for various reasons. Sometimes it's a matter of priorities, and at times minor improvements require architectural or even hardware changes. We may not always reveal our plans, but we do hear your feedback. And now I will prove it to you. Introducing 3 features that our partners and users have been waiting for a long time. Let's start with access codes for keypads. The security market is extremely conservative. Even the most state-of-the-art systems contain vestiges of older models. One of these involves user representation within the system. Traditionally, the user in a burglar alarm was represented by the keypad passcode. How did this work? At the facility, an installer configured the system via keypad and set the user passcodes as well. To this day, some manufacturers still do it this way. We decided to go a different route because we have apps, and Ajax Systems users and pros have accounts. This allows installers to manage all the necessary settings remotely. No need for site visits. They can add users, set their permissions, and much more. This is convenient, yet it imposes some limits. For example, a person cannot have a keypad passcode without an Ajax account. Even a temporary employee, a cleaning company, or a service engineer must register in the app to manage security. To make life easier for customers, we launched Keypad Plus. This keypad supports contactless cards and key fobs. However, there are situations when this is not enough. We received the most requests for codes for unregistered users from Spain. I want to share with you the experience of our partner companies, Securitas and Grupo Control. These partners service a lot of houses that are being shown for rent or sale. One employee is responsible for tens or even hundreds of objects. Access to objects may change at any moment. Houses are being sold, rented, and various people are involved in these processes. Contactless cards and key fobs cannot fulfill business needs. You may need to hand over these cards and key fobs to people yourself or to mail them. To pair the card with the hub, the installer must be on site. It is difficult, slow, and expensive. We've heard the market clearly. We've implemented keypad passcodes that do not require creating an account. Let's see how it works. Now you don't need to register office employees, cleaning companies, or real estate agents in the Ajax app. All it takes is to assign a person or company a separate access code in the hub settings. This can be done by a pro or a user with system configuration rights, remotely and with no need to visit the facility. Access codes identify a person or company both in the app and at the monitoring station. It's because each passcode has a unique ID. For user convenience, the Ajax app allows you to assign a name to the code. This will appear in the event feed when a code is used. Creating, disabling, or removing the code is logged in the Ajax app, and the event log cannot be removed. Therefore, no one can discreetly create a new code and give it to a stranger. Access codes for unregistered users are now available within the Malevich 2.13.1. You are more than welcome to use the new function already. Now, let's talk about the photos by scenario. Detectors with photo verification have already won the trust of the market. In 2020, MotionCam was recognized as the Security Product of the Year by British magazine PSI. These detectors helped the security partner companies to reduce the number of unnecessary patrol dispatches by 95%. And the end user appreciated how we solved privacy issues. Before, the detector only took photos when the motion detection alarm sounded. It was not possible to take an on-demand photo. So people did not worry, but in some cases, users wanted to take on-demand photos. For example, to make sure that everything was okay at home. To meet the needs of all customers, we have designed detectors that can take photos on demand and in response to an Ajax fire detector alarm. But customers and partners wanted to use photo verification even more widely. They wanted the option of visuals not only for fire detector alarms, but for all possible system alarms. For instance, when the panic button is pressed in the store, the on-site detectors take a photo. Thus, the security department or the security company can verify that the alarm is real. Or the detectors in the kitchen of a private house can take a photo when the water leak detector is triggered. That's why we decided to expand the capabilities of the photo by scenario function. Now, PHOD-labeled detectors can take photos by alarm of any device, an opening detector, a panic button, or another motion detector, and even by alarms of wired devices connected via multi-transmitter. This function is already available for hubs running on OS Malevich 2.13.1. And now let's move on to unexpected scenarios. Yes, you heard that right. Many users install Ajax at cottages, country houses, or villas. These are the properties they visit from time to time. To avoid spending extra money, they turn off the heating when the property is empty. But in regions with harsh winters, a total heating shutdown can cause equipment breakdowns or pipe bursts. The logical solution is automation of the heating system. People wanted this to become a part of the Ajax ecosystem. Before, the detectors displayed the temperature in the apps, but this information was only available for viewing. Until today. I want to present to you our temperature regulation function. We received the most requests for this feature from Viktor Kaminsky. So, Viktor, we look forward to your feedback after the presentation, as soon as you update your hub. Any Ajax device that indicates temperature in the app can run this feature, meaning a motion detector, an opening detector, a siren, or any other device. An installer can set up the device to trigger an automatic response if the temperature rises above or falls below a certain threshold. The response can be triggered by the temperature change of one or multiple detectors. This is particularly convenient as Ajax devices can display temperatures with an error of up to 2 degrees Celsius. This means you can turn on the heater if, for example, the temperature in 3 detectors in the room drops below 15 degrees. Relay, wall switch, and socket can carry out these functions. The function is available for hubs with Malevich 2.14 firmware and higher. Please find more information on our website. We believe that keypad access codes, advanced photo by scenarios, and temperature scenarios will make our users' life more comfortable.